NBC Sports live at the California Speedway in Fontana, California. We are under caution. Obviously, as many of you fans know, we love to go racing, but we know that this is just a sport and there are a lot more important things happening around us. Next week, this series goes to Richmond, Virginia, and we will bring with us our best wishes to everyone in that area for the rebuilding effort after all the recent rains. And to our fans, friends, and families that are watching in the Southeast, well, we hope some of these pictures from sunny Southern California will serve as a reminder of how nice the weather can be and will be, hopefully again, very soon. We're under caution here at the Speedway. Back upstairs to Alan Bestwood.
Sentiments echoed by all of us, Bill. And caution flag out because Derek Cope has had some problems and has come to rest up in turn 1. Just caught the end of it for the replay machines.
Well, something came loose or broke on that car way before he got to the corner.
And he was not in any hurry to get out of that car. As a matter of fact, he just now is getting out. Looks like he's favoring his foot. Oh, I see. It looks like he's still favoring his foot, doesn't it?
That's a hard hit. Bottom to the top of the racetrack for Derek. Of course, the problems beginning on pit road with a little fire during the stop and compounding themselves there. And we'll hope Derek's okay. So this is the 7th caution of the race, and we'll see some more pit stops here in just a moment when the field comes around and they open the pit lane. Let's talk Notre Dame football for just a second. Returns to NBC next Saturday at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. Sophomore quarterback Brady Quinn tries to lead the Irish against one of the other winningest schools in college football history, the Michigan Wolverines. It's Notre Dame, Michigan, presented by Lowe's. Next Saturday, 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific on NBC. Always classic games.
Oh, man. Notre Dame always plays the classic teams around the country. Last night, barely beaten by BYU.
Okay, guys, this is pretty important pit stop right here. If you're going to get a handle on things, especially before now the end of the race, this is a very important pit stop.
And this is exactly what you talked about at the very top of the show. Right now is when they need to figure out what they're going to do for the next 75 laps or so, because this is a pit stop that can win them the race. The changes they make right now.
Right. And I'm sure there's a lot of head scratching going on right now.
When I walked through the garage here this morning, I mean, the crew chiefs didn't know what the cars were going to do. And pit road is still not open. Come on, guys, don't go down pit road because it's not open.
There's a little hiccup with trying to interpret here, a little hiccup, I think, with the scoring system, that the data as it's not with the scoring of the race itself, but with the data as it's transmitted to the race teams. So there are some people with questions as to who was on the lead lap and who was not. And so what NASCAR is doing right now is they're reading out over their race control radio from the scoring stand the running order in all of the cars that are on the lead lap to teams, so nobody makes a mistake of either not pitting when they're entitled to or pitting when they're not entitled to. So that's what's going on. So hopefully pit road will be open here shortly. In the meantime, our Napa Field summary, 13 different leaders in this one. Mark Martin led the most, 3 times for 62 laps. Others who have been out in front, Brian Vickers, 3 times for 41. Elliott Sadler, Casey Kane, Michael Waltrip led a chunk of the race. Cars out, J.J. Yaley, Brendan Gaughan in an early crash. Jeff Fuller dropped out with mechanical issues after just a few laps. And the average speed, pretty slow, 132 miles an hour. The slowest California 500-mile Nextel Cup race, 137-mile-an-hour average speed.
I think we can add the 96 car to your list of out of the race.
Yeah, it will be in a moment.
Yep.
I'm sure. Getting to see the
Alan
effect
likes
of
to
those
be
lights, huh?
official.
You got to, I mean,
He's got to be
cars out of the
official.
race. I mean, come on.
Okay.
There's a whole process involved for retiring a car from the race. Come on.
It'll be out of the race.
Okay, he's thrown the red flag down. Green flag is waving. That signifies pit road is open.
And here comes the California Land Rush.
Stops are going to be with 77 laps to go. So nobody can make it from here to the finish on this tank of fuel. But like you said before, Wally, you better get the handling right here, because the last stop's going to be a quick one if the race goes green from here to the finish. Marty, you're first.
Matt Kenseth at the turn 4 into pit road. You see the black car diving off to the left. That is his 17 car, too tight. Wants a pound out of all the tires for more overall grip, and a round of wedge out, trying to loosen up that car. Matt?
Leader Casey Kane in. They're going to make a chassis adjustment. He says as the runs go on, he starts to lose the nose more and more, and then the back end wiggles off turn 4. Tommy Baldwin also made an air pressure adjustment in the left front. Dave?
Kurt Busch gives up 4th place, wants a wedge and air pressure adjustment. His car is loose into the corner, tight off the corner. Bill?
Jeff Gordon called that one killer run. He gained 19 positions in 56 laps. No changes. He's on his way.
I saw a few two-tire only stops as they almost have a wreck on pit road. Jeff Gordon already caved in the right front corner of that car once.
And Mark Martin's got to work his way through some cars to get back to the front.
We'll reset it and restart it when we come back. You're watching NASCAR on NBC. We have seen a few sparks flying here at the California Speedway, and now we're going to see them even more as the sun sets and the light system comes on. 3 million watt per hour system to light up this giant 2-mile track in Fontana, California.
That's a lot of lumens.
It's a lot of lumens. Thursday night at 8/7 Central on NBC. It's the premiere of Joey. New comedy, new town, same old Joey. Yeah, series premiere Joey Thursday night 8/7 Central on NBC. Been a lot of glitterary here at the racetrack today. Magic Johnson was here. Saw Will Ferrell earlier.
Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd like to met him.
Let's see, some Olympic gold medalists here at the racetrack today. Saw Amanda Beard earlier.
Good. I saw Jimmy Finning and Pat Tryson, a bunch of those guys down there.
That's speaking of Pat Tryson, his driver Mark Martin has done well as we check our Little Debbie lap leaders. Mark has led the most laps so far in this race, but pit strategy has dropped him back to 13th. As we are less than a lap away from the restart. Might be a splash and dash later on.
I don't know. They got to run 75 laps.
Yeah, they're going to need some. How much Sunoco will they need?
1 can of Sunoco fuel, you think?
One can?
I don't know.
Boy, that's going to be all the difference, especially if it is a splash and go. They better figure that one out right.
Maybe that's the reason
What is it
Mark Martin changed 4 tires.
Yeah. What is it? Probably about 1 second in the pits. You lose what? A couple hundred yards on a racetrack, or
About 300 feet.
100 yards.
So the leader of the race is Robbie Gordon and did not pit under this caution. Why would that be, Marty?
Well, Chris Andrews had a birthday this week, Alan, and maybe he wants a birthday present and win in California. I don't know. They talked about it. They said the guys only have 11 lap fresher tires than we do. I think we'll be okay. We'll be just as good as they are. This is the track position we need. The car has been very good, Robbie said. I'm not sure I agree with the decision, though. So we'll see if it works out for the 31 or not.
Ready. Green.
So Robbie Gordon leads. Elliott Sadler second, Ryan Newman third, Carl Edwards fourth, Matt Kenseth fifth. A lot of 2-tire stops in there. Jeremy Mayfield, Casey Kane, Kurt Busch. Then you get back to Jeff Gordon in 10th.
Ricky Rudd's got us.
Oh, trouble in the back.
Little contact.
Oh, man, I don't know how in the world they didn't wreck. They tried their best.
Here comes Elliott. Elliott Sadler kind of taking a look there.
Ricky Rudd, 21 car, 2 laps down to the race leader. Now a lap and 9/10.
Oh, Ricky's really sliding up the racetrack right in front of Robbie Gordon.
And Elliott Sadler trying to get the lead.
Not Robbie. Robbie got the air of the draft off of the 21 car of Ricky Rudd. That actually helped him when Ricky slid up the racetrack in front of Robbie.
Look at this.
Yeah, these guys are stacked up.
Oh, Kurt Busch. Look out, trouble on turn 2.
No, easy.
Stand on the gas. Good job.
Anything out there, Kurt?
I don't think so.
Did he just
Negative.
Maybe just the right rear, just a little bit, but
Did he do that at Michigan? The same thing? Same spot off turn 2?
yeah, it looks pretty clean.
I thought he was going to hit the inside retaining wall.
Now he's got flat right front tire. So be careful bringing it back around to pit road.
He would have hit the inside BP if there wasn't asphalt back there.
I think you said that in Michigan.
I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of the asphalt going to the inside of the racetrack, because I tell you, when you hit the grass, you're done.
Yeah,
you're just going on to the right.
right.
Yeah, he's got a little right rear damage.
This time, man, let's make sure that right front fender's okay.
What brought out the 8th caution of the race? Watch Kurt Busch.
I think he just got up in front of that car, whoever that is, and got arrow loose.
I think that's right. I think he was really gave him the slide job off the corner, and about the time he drove up in front of him, he got arrow loose and around it went.
Take a look from, he's already gone there. Just tags the wall with the right rear, but I don't think that's going to really hurt him any. The front fenders are what's really important here. I don't think that's going to hurt him too much.
He was nailing that gasoline, the accelerator, spinning those tires, trying to get away from the outside retaining wall until he looked up and saw the inside wall.
Now watch the cloud of smoke these other guys go charging into.
Everybody did a good job, and there's not a whole lot you can do. You see the car up to the right, he's spinning. You hope he's coming right across.
Spin in front of you, spin in front of you.
A clear racetrack's a beautiful thing.
Michael Waltrip.
Clear all around, watch in front of you, watch in front of you.
Unfortunately, everybody was on their toes and nobody got ran into when they checked up.
This is with Kurt.
I tell you what, I'm impressed. He just nailed the gasoline.
The sound of braking traction. So we've tied a California Speedway Nextel Cup Series record for most cautions in a race, this being the 8th yellow flag. Kurt Busch on and off pit road, and most of the leaders choosing to stay out on track. Elliott Sadler out in front of the Pop Secret 500. Trouble off turn 2 for Kurt Busch, bringing out the yellow flag.